What's up everybody, welcome to the Content Craze. My name is Lissa and today we're going to talk all about the YouTube algorithm and how you can use it to get more views. And I know you're probably thinking, Lissa, this video doesn't have a lot of views, why should I listen to you? Well, I'm going to show you the analytics from my most recent video on my family channel and how I was able to use the algorithm to make sure that it put my videos in front of the people who want to see them. So before we get into that, we first need to understand what their algorithm is and how it works. So the purpose of the algorithm is to find an audience for the videos on YouTube. But there are 1.3 billion videos uploaded to YouTube every single day. So if you want to make sure that the algorithm puts your videos in front of the right audience, you need to do as much as you can to help the algorithm figure out what category your videos fit into. Now, when the algorithm is deciding what videos to put in front of which people, it looks at a couple of different factors. It looks at what the viewer has searched, it looks at what the viewer has subscribed to, and it looks at what the viewer watches the most, and then finds videos that are in a similar category and shows it to them. Now, if that viewer or viewers are not clicking on the videos that the algorithm is showing, the algorithm is going to stop showing it. And if the viewer clicks on a video and doesn't watch it for a long period of time, then the algorithm assumes that this isn't an interesting video and it doesn't show that video anymore. So a lot of you have said to me, how many videos do I need to have up for YouTube to start promoting my videos? Or how long does my video need to be up before YouTube starts pushing out my videos? And it really has nothing to do with that. It has to do with whether or not people are clicking on your videos and whether or not they're interacting with them, enjoying them. There are a couple of things that we can do to help the algorithm out. The keyword research is huge. Doing your keyword research, making sure that you have unique titles. One of the things that I talk about a lot on this channel is making sure that you have long tail keywords. Using this video as an example, if I were to say YouTube algorithm in my tags, that is such a generic, broad-based tag that I'm never going to get found for that. But the longer my keyword is, like understanding the YouTube algorithm for small YouTubers, for example, that is a long-tailed keyword. And I'm more likely to rank for that than just YouTube algorithm. The other thing is your thumbnail. If you're doing the same thumbnail as everybody else, you're just gonna blend in and people are gonna keep scrolling. Don't blend in, stand out. Do something that is going to make your thumbnail stand out. When you get an idea for a video, go look at the other videos that have been done on that topic. Look at the thumbnails, look at the titles. If you have TubeBuddy, look at the tags, click on them, explore them. This is going to help you understand how you can do things differently. If everybody's got the same thumbnail and you come out with this completely different thumbnail, people are going to be scrolling and they're going to be like, oh, this video looks different. Let me click on this. Don't blend in, stand out. It's super important on YouTube. Now with click-through rate, your videos will have a higher click-through rate when they're first published because YouTube is pushing them out to your most active subscribers. These are the subscribers that watch most of your videos, they comment a lot, they interact a lot. This is who YouTube shows your videos to first. And the algorithm sees how your subscribers respond to your video. If they respond well, then YouTube will push your video out to a broader audience. And that will cause your click rate to drop a little bit. And that's perfectly normal. Usually when I check my click-through rate, I usually wait a couple of days to check it to see how it is so that it's had a chance to be pushed out among other viewers and it's had a chance to drop a little bit. Now the average click-through rate is between 2 and 10%. So you want to get as close to the 10% as you can, but don't be afraid to go over that 10%. Go over that 10%. The higher your click-through rate, the more YouTube is going to push your video out. But the click-through rate alone is not enough. You also want to make sure that people are staying on your video as long as possible. If somebody clicks on your video and is only on it for a minute or so and it's a 15-minute video, the algorithm is going to say this video isn't interesting to people and people are clicking off of it, so I'm not going to show this video anymore. And it's going to show another video. So this is why I tell you it's really important to pay attention to your audience retention report now now. So the average audience retention rate is about 35 to 40%. If you can get it to 50% or higher, then you're doing fantastic. But if you're not in that 35 to 40%, then you really want to work on tweaking your videos to keep people on there longer. This is why I don't understand why people do these watch time videos where they say, watch my video for at least a minute so YouTube doesn't count it as spam. YouTube counting it as spam is the least of your worries. Because if you have a 15-minute video and you're telling people to watch your video for at least 1 minute, YouTube is not going to promote your videos. It's not just about how many views you have, it's how long you keep people on your video. It's one thing to bring people into your video, but if you can't keep them there, then YouTube isn't going to show your video. So with that said, let's check out the analytics. Okay, so here we are in the dashboard of my family channel, which is called Family Funhouse. And you can see that we're at 5,010 subscribers. This is our most recent video. So this is the hacker combined with the doll maker. The doll maker is one of our most popular videos. This video right here was our very first villains video and our very first doll maker video. It was published on September 8th of last year. It has 701,000 views. It is our highest viewed video and still to this day is getting a lot of traction. I mean, look at this. This is just in the last 48 hours. It's had 291 views. And it's going to increase soon because Halloween is coming and that's when the doll maker becomes very popular. But you can tell from this video, YouTube search is where I'm getting most of my views for. So when people search the doll maker, my video is coming up. When we wanted to include the hacker, the very first villain the hacker turned me into was the doll maker. This makes sense because the doll maker is our highest viewed video. So if you look here at the dashboard, you can see that our most recent video has 329 views, which is above average. Our impression click-through rate is 12%. 12%. Remember when I told you between 2 and 10% is average, you want to try to get above 10%? It's 12%. This tells me that these kind of thumbnails are more likely to get more clicks, so I'm going to do more of these kind of thumbnails. And my average view duration is 3 minutes and 9 seconds on a 7-minute or 7.5 minute video. And my average view duration is between 2 and 2.5 minutes. So this is also up. Why are all of these stats up? Because I triggered the algorithm. I looked at what my audience wanted and I gave it to them. And then I helped the algorithm understand exactly what the video was and who to show it to. Now you can see it's doing above average for the first 2.5 days. As we had said before, my average view duration is 41%. That's actually pretty good. Like I said, 35 to 40% is typical. We're just above that 40%, which is very good. 35% of our views are coming from YouTube search because I triggered the algorithm. I had a long tail keyword title. I made sure that I optimized for that title. I had a very descriptive description box. So it told the algorithm exactly what my video was about so that it could find the audience for it. So it started showing my video to people who usually watch villains and doll maker. So what I want to look at here next is this funnel here. This funnel shows about my impressions and click-through rate, which is something the algorithm pays attention to. Are people clicking on my thumbnail? Are people watching my video? So I have 1,600 impressions out on YouTube right now for this video. Of that, I've had 189 views, which gives me a 12% click-through rate. 25% of those impressions come from YouTube recommending my videos on people's homepages. Now, when YouTube recommends your videos on homepages, it's not just on the homepages of your subscribers. It is also on homepages of people who watch similar videos. When you log on to YouTube and all of those videos are on your homepage, more than likely you're not subscribed to most of them. You may be subscribed to some of them, but there's probably some stuff on there that you've never subscribed to, you've never watched before. And the reason for that is because YouTube is showing you videos based on your search and your watch history that it thinks that you might like. So this is why it's very important to know your audience and to make sure that you are very descriptive with your title, tags, and your keywords, and it helps the algorithm know who to show your videos to. And right now the views have slowed down on this channel, but I'm not worried about it because I know in the next month or two, this video is going to skyrocket. Why do I know this? Because Halloween's coming. And the doll maker and the villains do really well on Halloween. This is the time of the year we took off last year. So I know that this video is going to pick up a lot of traction in the next month or two. So what I want to do now is make binge-worthy content. And what that means is I want to make as many of these hacker, villains, doll maker videos as I can, so that when the end of September, beginning of October rolls around and these videos start to take off, we will have people staying on our channel a lot longer because they're going to be watching an entire series. So this is what you want to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to the trends. You want to pay attention to what people are watching. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. I truly hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you next time.